Hello, lovelies. Thank you for coming over to my side of the internet. My name is Miki. It's nice to meet you, and I hope you're having an excellent day. So, we have something very, very exciting happening today. It's my first video. Hi. My first video on YouTube, anyway. Well, I've had others, but it's been a minute. So, this is really exciting. Hi, it's been a minute. But what's happening today is that I did my very first speed build in The Sims, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys today. Honestly, it almost broke me. It really did. It was very challenging, which you will see in the edit. I had, and I am not joking, I had over 36 hours of footage, guys. Like legit 36 hours of footage. I really went ham on this build. So I would definitely appreciate you guys sharing the video, liking the video if it's something that you're into and you know somebody who likes Sims builds. Maybe swing it over their way and say, hey, you want to check this out? It's pretty cool. But basically there was a lot of stuff that I ended up cutting out of the speed build because it was a lot of deleting things and then re-putting them back into the build. So especially at the beginning, the roof specifically was something that I continuously over and over again had to delete and redo because I just wasn't happy with it. So I spared you guys and I cut out a lot of that footage. I also tend to jump around when I do builds. So I organize the footage just to make it a little more digestible for you guys to watch because I didn't want you watching me like jumping around from thing to thing to thing. Because I felt like that was just gonna be a whole mess. So you're welcome. It was a lot of work, but I did it, friends. So I actually started this build over on my Twitch channel. So if you're interested, I stream over there every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We have a lot of fun. We play a lot of Animal Crossing, Sims, Stardew, that kind of jazz. It's a good time. So you can click a link. I'll probably post it somewhere. It's a lot of fun. You'd really enjoy it. So basically what I'm doing here is trying to figure out like the shape of the house. I really struggled at the beginning to not just make it look like a box. I really enjoy building in The Sims. I'm still pretty new to building though. I have played The Sims in the past, but I never really had a computer that was strong enough to play The Sims on. And even when I did, I like would give up on houses because I just wanted to get into playing. Like I never valued building before, and getting back into The Sims, I've just really discovered that I love building. I really do. I don't know if I'm that great at it yet, but I do really, really enjoy it. This house is mostly, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to mostly just be cottage living, but I did at some point during this build get a bunch of packs because there was a sale and your girl cannot resist a sale, okay? So I bought a bunch of packs because I didn't have a lot of them. Midway through, I got a bunch of packs, so I started like filtering them in. So I'll see at the end of the video what exactly I used, because I am going to be putting this on the gallery for you guys so you can download it if you wish, if you like it. I'm very proud of it. And if you jump over there from this YouTube video, please say hi because I would love to see you. Yeah, so basically I'm just fiddling with the roofs. Don't get used to it. This is not what it's going to look like. It's really not, but the general shape is kind of there at this point in the build. Also that B window, I love that B window, and once I placed it, I did not want to get rid of it. Like I wanted it to be the highlight of the build. So I made sure to place it like right dead center, and I just kind of went with it from that point. Towards the beginning, I wasn't really sure what kind of house I was going for. what I decided along the way was that I wanted it to be like a grandparent's like retirement home. So I just imagined like this cute little grandma and grandpa like moving out into the country, or maybe they always lived in the country and they saved up all their money and they got themselves this beautiful house that they could live in, and they could invite their, grandkids over and their kids, and they could come and like spend holidays with them. I just thought that would be really, really cute. So I do incorporate that into this build later on. Oh my God. So here we go. What am I changing? Like all of the roofing. Also, I don't know what these are called, like roof decorations, I think. There was a solid part of my stream when I was making this build at the beginning where I found these roof decorations and I was like, oh my goodness, these are so cute. I have to have them in my build. And I literally spent like an hour trying to get them on the roof. So then I didn't like it and I ended up deleting all of it, and I ended up putting it like across, and somehow through magic, I don't know, they just like clicked into place. So you'll see that here in a minute. I'm also just messing with the shape of the house, like trying to get it the way that I want it to be. Because at this point I had found a reference image. Like initially I was just going in blind, like living wild and loose, but I decided that I was going to look up a house, and I really love the house that I found. I don't know if I have a picture of it. If I can find it, I'll place it somewhere. If I can't, then, we tried. But I ended up deciding to make it like a Tudor house, and I thought that fit so perfectly with the cottage living pack. Like, I just thought it was great. And I ended up doing like some stonework, and I think it was it Get Together that had like really, really cool like Tudor latticing. Is that what it's called? Latticing? I don't know. But yeah, those wood panelings, like I just thought they were so pretty. So I was like, I felt really inspired by that, and I was just like, oh yes, this is it. This is the house that I want. I also did a really cool thing that I like right here, where I kind of made like an entryway to the front door. So it's like a false wall with an archway that leads to the front door, and I just thought that was really cute and really cool, and I put some lights in there and it felt like really awesome, so I liked it a lot, so that's why it's in there. Anywho, I also did this, like I said, I did this build I jump around when I build because I kind of get bored, but I'm doing the outside first. If you couldn't tell, we're doing the outside of the build first in this video. Also, there were a couple of rooms, actually I think 3 rooms technically, that I did record, but through the process of editing this video, they did not get included. So stay till the end of the video and you'll be able to see a surprise. I'll give you guys a tour of the house and you'll get a little surprisey prize at the end of seeing those rooms. And you can tell your friends, wow, I saw the 2 mystery rooms in Miki's speed build. And your friends will be like, who's that? But anywho, I'm tired. It's kind of late. It's like 11 p.m. But I'm doing this. I committed to this and I'm gonna do it today. Here we go. There's the snapping. See, I finally figured out how to snap these little attachments in, and I was so proud of myself. But I wanted to include the little bunnies, the little bunny statues. So I ended up putting them at the front and the back of the house. There's like a jumping bunny, I think, at some point, and there's a jumping bunny and a sitting bunny. And I was real proud of myself in that moment. It had been many, many hours of me trying to get those things to work. I watched videos. It was a whole thing. It was a whole mess. But yeah, the house is basically like starting to come together pretty much. I realized at some point too, I think it's because I put, oh gosh, what are those called? The wood things. I can't remember their name at the moment. I'm blanking, But I think because I put those frame or the wood, I'll remember at some point when it's not important. I think because I put those on the edges of the house and stuff, it made it so that I couldn't raise the foundation, because there was a point where I was like, oh, I could raise the foundation, it'd be really cute, and I just couldn't do it. So I gave up. And you know, I think I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not mad at the way that it looks. I really like the shape. Here I'm making it like very farm-esque because it is the cottage living pack, and I wanted to add like a little farm. You know, I feel like they're very organic grandparents. Like, you know, they grow their own chicken, or they have their own chickens. Maybe they grow their own chickens. Like the chickens have chicks and they get their own eggs. And they have a cow maybe, and I think I add another barn at some point. So the world is your oyster. Add whatever kind of animal you want. I think it's really cool in the cottage living pack that you get to add llamas and stuff. Love me a llama. They're iconic in The Sims. I also added this little like patio area in the back, and I think it turned out super, super cute. Like so cute. I was really proud of myself. I was like, oh my God, I'm a designer. I also had to sneak that bike in there because I got it for pre-ordering the pack. I don't know how I feel about that in The Sims, like giving people extra freebies for pre-ordering the pack, but I was gonna buy it anyway, so I was really happy. The bike was an extra surprise. It has cute little like flowers in the front. It's very, very cute. It's like a bike that I would love to have in real life, like the bike that I aspired to have. I've never had a bike like that. I always had like mountain bikes, which were more practical, but I mean, we love a little basket. Like, I love a basket. I also made like a sunroom, which I was really feeling it. I love this sunroom. I think it's so cute. I put a fountain in here, and I think it's from the, is it from Jungle Adventure? Maybe. I think it's from the Jungle Adventure pack, and it just kind of really fit the vibe. Yeah, there it is. It kind of really fit the vibe. And I just wanted it to be like a little area because my aunt growing up, they had a sunroom in their house, and they would always, you know, it just seemed like a nice place to go in the morning and just like have tea or your coffee and just sit and look outside. And, you know, maybe it's a chilly day and the sun's coming in the room. It just seemed like a really, really lovely thing. I also used that little the thing with the flowers. My brain is blanking so bad today. The wheelbarrow? Yeah, the wheelbarrow. I'm a good YouTuber. The wheelbarrow with the flowers in it. I thought that was so pretty. This pack just has so many good little odds and ends. I also had to give them a mega garden. My grandparents growing up like had an incredible garden, and it just really reminded me of that, and I wanted to include that in the build because, you know, I feel like these, like I said, these grandparents are very self-sufficient. They take care of themselves. They just really love it. I feel like grandma would go out in the garden a lot, and grandpa would help her in the garden, and he'd take care of the chickens and the cows while she's like in the garden getting her vegetables. Just like a whole vibe. I also love like playing with these like bushes. I've got the cow and the bunny bush in the backyard here. So that I actually made a cute little pond because we did get an update and we got a pond tool, and it was perfect. Like, I had this really pretty pond that I had placed right there in the corner because I thought it was perfect for it. And when I saved the game and came back in, the pond had like it didn't disappear, but like I had a bunch of rocks like around the outside, and the water was just gone. And every time I tried to add the water back in, it was just adding like a little square of water like at a time. I think it was a glitch in my game. I haven't tried it since the update, most recent update. But I need to see. I read online because I messaged some people, and I was like in like a Sims chat, and I was like, what is going on? And they said that maybe it was because it was inside a fence that people had that problem. So I didn't really have the space to get rid of my fence, and I really liked my fence. So I was like, well, I guess we're just not having a pond, which made me really sad because I had like a bunch of like duck spawners and like little firefly spawners, so it would have been really pretty. But c'est la vie, it's all right. Here, I ended up building a little shed for Grandma and Grandpa for their little projects. And I used a bunch of debug. I'm really proud of this like little area. I think it looks so cute. I also put like a little beehive because I figured they'll probably have their own honey too. Like, why not? But I think it turned out really cute, this little shed. I didn't record me actually building most of the shed on accident. But you will see me decorate it on the inside. We've got a little space for Grandma and Grandpa to both do their little projects, which makes me so happy. I really like took inspiration from my own grandparents for this house, like things that they enjoyed to do. Like for the grandma, I have a little flower arranging station, which I thought was really cute. And I add some flowers up top, like maybe some arrangements she's made for like her friends and family. And I also added for Grandpa a little like woodworking station. So like maybe Grandma doesn't use the shed as much as Grandpa does. Like he's in here all the time, like doing his thing, like it's his little getaway, being in this shed, hanging out, like having his me time, you know, because that's really important. And I just think it's so heckin' cute. Like I love this shed. It is not a whole lot of the build, but I love the shed. I just really do. I love how it turned out. I love the herbs on the wall. Like there's just so many fun things, like so many fun objects, especially in like debug and stuff to place. Yeah, and so here is where the pond was. And so I was like, well, this space is like really empty. So I ended up just adding a pool, which I really liked. And, you know, Grandpa and Grandma, they have their own like little lawn chairs. And I figured that they would invest in a pool for their grandkids, you know, like they'd really want to have that for their grandkids. And here I'm just like sprucing up the area, like where cows and like chickens are gonna live, and it's really nice for them. I also added some like little things in the backyard, if you saw, for like toddlers and stuff. And I also got nifty knitting around this time, and look at the little knitting basket. I can't with the knitting basket. There was also a thing where I was like, oh, Grandma really likes sunflowers, so I started putting yellow everywhere. Because this house is very, if you can't tell, it's very green. It's very green, which I was digging. Like, I love the colors in the cottage living pack. So good. So I really wanted to get like a lot of yellows and greens. The lighting is terrible in this world, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. When you build, and it's a little hard to see what you're doing, but you know what? You press on and you do your thing. But I think we're coming to the end of the outside of the house. I'm pretty sure I've basically decorated it to the extent that I have. I think at a point I forgot to add a mailbox. I had a mailbox and then I deleted it and then I added it back in. Oh yeah, I added a little area in the back. Like kind of like it's like grown over, like there's a do they call it a weeping willow in the backyard, and I made it like really overgrown, like they kind of don't touch it because like the shed's back there, so they don't really worry about like mowing the lawn in the backyard. So I thought it'd be really fun, and it'd be something that, you know, the grandkids could get into and get all dirty and muddy and play under that tree, because that just seems like such a fun tree to play under if you're a kid. Like when I was a kid, that was the type of stuff that I did. I just like, I had a big imagination, and I would just go outside and like make stories. I don't know if any of you like did that too. If you did, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear some fun things that you used to do as a kid. Also, I used to wish that we had a swing, like if you guys have ever seen like those swings that go in the trees, or like a tire swing in the tree. Oh my goodness. It actually reminds me, this one time when I was growing up, my mom used to go to a Bible study hey. And she went to all these like rich people's houses. And so she'd take like me and my brother. And I remember this one time we went to this person's house and they had a zip line in their backyard. Like, it was lit. It was the coolest thing. Like, we ziplined for so long. It was so cool. And I was like, Mom, why can't we have one of those? And she's like, we don't have the room. And I was like, dang it. So it was really cool though. That was I think we only went to that place like one time. And of course I thought about it forever. And I was like, why don't we go back to the place with the zip line? But we are working on the inside. Anyway, from my zipline story, we are going to the inside of the house where we are creating our floor plan. I really like the way that the floor plan was laid out. I think we end up with, we have like a teenage bedroom downstairs. And then we have Grandma and Grandpa's room upstairs. We have a toddler room upstairs, I believe, which in retrospect was not a good idea, but you know what? We can just lock them up there. I don't know. And then, because there's a bathroom up there and everything too, so they don't really need that much. And then I have the parents' bedroom, so where the parents stay. So like the toddlers are right next to the parents. So I feel like that was really good. And there's like a whole play area and stuff up there. So it seems really fitting. I am normally not a fan of like busy wallpaper, but I really tried to get in like a grandma mindset when I was decorating the inside of this house. And honestly, the wallpapers in cottage living, I really, really like. This flower one, I think is super, super pretty. I really like it. And it really fit the vibe for like the dining room area. But they have like a really nice house. Like, this is the house that I would want to be in if when I retire. Like, if I wanted to be out in the country, this is the exact kind of house that I would want. I feel like you wouldn't want this amount of stairs though. As an old person, you know, because getting up and down the stairs is it's hard, and especially for older people, it's very hard. So I feel like maybe I'd want a one level, like a ranch style house. But in an ideal scenario, I would really enjoy having this home because it is very, very nice. Like, Grandma and Grandpa both have their own study. It's really sweet. And they also have, and you'll see it coming up here in a minute, right now we're working on the downstairs bathroom. Gotta be nice and cozy. I got a clawfoot tub because it felt appropriate. You know, Grandma and Grandpa need a nice tub in their house. They really do. They've got their own master bathroom upstairs, but they kind of share it with the grandkids and their kids when they come to visit. So it is theirs though, because they can use it like most of the time when the kids aren't there. But yeah, it's just like really nice. As you can see, I'm like trying to use like those yellows. I love sitting stuff on top of toilets. It is my favorite thing. I love clutter. I love cluttering. That's probably why it took me so long to finish this build. Yes. So now I'm working on the grandpa's office downstairs. And look at that. It's a computer and it looks like a typewriter and it makes me so happy. Like, it's so cute. I love it so, so much. It's just, it makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, was I gonna put a fireplace in there? Jeez Louise. I put like a little sitting chair in there for him to sit and like read books. It's just lovely. I love it. Oh dear. The kitchen was another area that I fought with a lot. Really, really, really struggled with this kitchen. Not because, in the end, I'm okay with how it looks. I'm not extremely happy with it, but it was kind of like I was struggling with the cabinets, and you'll see that later on. I went back, and this was another thing, I edited a lot of it out, but I go back and I edit the cabinets because I always wondered like how people This is gonna sound, if you're like a major simmer, then you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she didn't know this. But I see people online and they put these cabinets and they're all like different like shapes and stuff. And I was like, how do they do that? Because I think I had the auto placer on, but apparently you have to turn the auto placer off. And then you can use the different like corners and sizes and stuff. And you can do the same thing for like the countertops too. So if you didn't know that, when you're down in the menu and you're looking at counters, there's like a little button and you can like, it says like on off, and you can turn off the auto placer and then it'll show you all the different options for like cabinets. So fun fact, if you didn't know, I literally had to look up a video. It was so bad, but you know, you live and you learn. And now I know that there's an auto placer in The Sims and you can turn it off. And that's how you get that. See, because there's like all those repeating, like it's like the same shelf, this shame cabinet over and over. So I come back and I fix it later. So it's not going to be like that forever. I have a lot of fun decorating kitchens though. Like I said, I just love clutter. I love putting clutter on the countertops, and I didn't want to go too crazy because I did want to make it possible for the Sims to cook on it, cook on something. I think one of those countertops is probably usable. Yeah, here I come back and I'm like, what? Yeah, see that? So I'm using the different sizes and stuff and just playing around with it. I mean, I'm not too upset about the way that it looks. I really wanted to put a window in there, but it just wasn't happening. So I'm overall okay with the kitchen. I'm not too mad at it, but it is what it is. It's a kitchen. It's functional. The cool thing that they put in cottage living though was that you can, and it's actually in the base game too. So if you have The Sims and you don't have the cottage living, something they added to the game was that you can, if you're an adult Sim and you're with a child Sim, you can teach them how to cook. And it is so cute. You need 2 countertops though to make it work properly. But oh my goodness, it is so heckin' cute, like watching them, like, you know, watch their parent Sim, like teaching them how to cook. It's so cute. Oh, I wanted an excuse to use that bunny wallpaper somewhere. So this is the teens room, and I wanted to use that bunny wallpaper so bad. So I decided I was going to use it here. I think I might use it in another part of the house, but I'm not entirely sure if I did or not. I really wanted to kind of give the vibe that teens are here most of the time. So I put a bunch of posters and stuff on each of their walls, and I tried to make them a little individualized. So each of the kids had their own, you know, identities and their own things that they were into. This is the downstairs bathroom, kind of like the ensuite for the teen room. I feel like these teens are really having a good time at Grandma and Grandpa's. Like they've got a place to escape, you know, because they probably get really bored. Like when you're really young, you probably have a really good time at Grandma and Grandpa's, but when you're older, I feel like it could get really boring because I doubt there's good cell phone service. And I remember that growing up. We also have a farm. It's been in our family forever, and it's kind of the same situation. Like we had a bunch of fun there when we were kids, and we still had a good time there when we were teens too. But you know, you get bored. There's no cell phone service. You're in the middle of nowhere. It's hot because normally we go there during the summertime, and it's a really old house. It was like the house that my grandma was born in, and so it's really old, and there's no air conditioning. It's kind of miserable, but it's fun, and it's nice to get out of the city for a bit and just enjoy some nature. But I feel like these teens would be like, oh my gosh. So I thought that they would get the opportunity to kind of decorate their bathroom a little more. Like they've got a little more freedom. I fought with this bathroom so hard. I could not decide what I wanted to do, like at all. I did a bunch of stuff and then I deleted it. I think I ended up putting the shower tub combo with the Elephant. Yeah, the elephants. And I kind of went with that color scheme. I think it's really pretty, like the turquoise color. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So I ended up going with that for the bathroom. But as you could see a little bit there of like my placing things and then deleting it immediately and just starting over from scratch. I'm tripping all over my words. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so we're just adding some nice little pictures. I thought there would definitely be a lot of family photos, like old pictures around the house, because, you know, grandma and grandpa are nostalgic. So they're going to have a bunch of that stuff. A beautiful fireplace. Like, I'm in love with it. At this point, I don't think I had Dream Home Decorator. I have Dream Home Decorator now. So I'm excited to play with like the sectionals. I'm really, really stoked for that. And I also like added some fun little features. If you notice, like I put, you know, like piles of letters on the table. Like when they come inside, like maybe they like throw their letters down like on that little bookend there, and maybe they like have cute little, like grandpa like collects like feathers and he frames them, and I like put them on the walls. I thought that was really, really fun. Found that and I was like, oh, this is perfect for grandma and grandpa. And then of course we got like a bunch of coat racks and fun stuff like that. I wanted to give them like some pet stuff, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know if there would be pets in this house. Like, I don't know how grandma and grandpa feel about it. So I don't think I ended up putting any pet things, but I definitely thought really hard about it because I love to play with pets in The Sims. And I feel like if they were gonna have pets, they would probably have a cat, or, well, no, they'd probably have a cat. Yeah, they probably have a cat. So now we're moving to the upstairs. Well, exciting. And we got that nice like rose wallpaper. I thought that was really cool. And you know, I feel like older houses, especially like grandparents, like they have a lot of like carpeted flooring. So I ended up putting a lot of carpeting in the upstairs, specifically in the grandparents' room. I remember growing up, we had this disgusting orange carpet in our house growing up. Like, it was so nasty. And so I guess I got rid of the carpeting in that room. Okay, didn't realize I did that, but oh well. But in the grandparents' room, I don't know if you've seen like that gross like dark green, I guess I shouldn't call it gross, but it's like that dark green carpeting that you see in a lot of old people's houses. I saw it like when I was looking at the flooring, and I was like, oh yes, this has to go in here. So it is there. And I just had like flashbacks, you know, to growing up and seeing that nasty orange carpet. But in this case, it's green, and it's a very nasty green. I always remember seeing it in like, I don't think my grandparents had it in their house, but like some family member did, like an aunt or an uncle or something, and they had that green carpeting, and I was just like, ugh. Also, I put Agnes Crumplebottom's purse in the bedroom because I was like, of course grandma would have Agnes Crumplebottom's purse. Like, why wouldn't she? Like, maybe they're feuding or something and she like stole her purse. That would be iconic. Love to see it. I feel like grandma's a baddie and she's just really taking things on. Wow, if you have stayed this long, I am heckin' impressed. If you have stayed this long, I would like you to put a duck emoji in the comments, please. No, not a duck. You guys should put a pumpkin. It's almost Halloween. Right now, as I'm filming this, it's the 25th, so Halloween is at the end of this week. I'm very, very excited. If you're watching this in real time, I'm actually going to be doing a charity stream for Able Gamers on the 30th of October. And it would be pretty awesome if you stop by that same link, twitch.tv/mysticmickey. Come on over. But Are you guys excited about Halloween? Like, if you are, what are you gonna dress as? Are you gonna dress up? Are you gonna pass out candy? Like, give me the deets. I wanna know all of the information. Tell me. I got some cute costumes for the charity stream, so I'm really excited to see what people think of them. Getting out of self-promo, we have the master bathroom. I thought that maybe grandma was really into the color yellow. And like I said, sunflowers. I don't know when I decided this at this point, but I put a lot of yellow and a lot of those things in there. Actually, I feel like I had a cat tree somewhere. Huh. Maybe we'll see at the end if I did end up putting something pet related in here. But if I did, I don't have like a litter box in the house or anything. Like, I think I just put the cat tree. Yeah, I don't know about that too much. But yeah, we're just finishing up this bathroom, and I think once the bathroom is finished, we'll be able to take a look at the house. The mystery rooms, if you will, that got lost in the fray. Somewhere deep in the abyss are those mystery rooms, but I'm gonna give you guys a tour so you'll be able to see them. They're not, yeah, they're exciting. I mean, you made it to the end of this video. Like, seriously, you deserve high praise. You really do deserve high praise for that. But yeah, it's just a very yellow bathroom. I really went all out with the yellow. I was really feeling it, and I really like it. I like how it turned out. I'm like I said, I'm really proud of this house. I should be for working on it for over 36 hours. But I am. I'm really proud of it, and I'm excited to do some new builds. You know, just keep pushing myself and trying different things, because I really do enjoy building. Ah, yes, I did. I think this is the last thing that I have is the toddler's room. Like I said, they've got a nice little bed there and some toys. I feel like grandma and grandpa really spoiled them, but it's very cute. I really like it a lot. I really do. I just tried to add some night lights and stuff, just so there aren't any monsters, because that is the most annoying thing with kids in The Sims, is them getting scared of the dark and monsters. And the night lights help with that, so if you're having issues, that's what it is. So that's the end, and now we're gonna go on a special tour so you guys get to see the house up close and personal. All right, so, ooh, what is happening? Here we are. Welcome to your new home. So what I decided to do was I added some cars out here. I thought that was pretty cool, just to give them like a little driveway. These are toy cars. They're not real. I just kind of sized them up to make it look like there were cars here. But yeah, basically this is the home from the outside. It's actually a really nice time of day. Like, the sun is really helping me here. And here's our little pool. We've got a little gnome friend down here hanging out. He's just vibing by the pool, living his best life. Here's where our animals hang out, our garden. And you guys have seen the shed, but we'll go in and take a quick peek at our little shed. How cute! I love it so much. I really love the shed. I love the shed. I think it's like one of my favorite parts of the build. Like, honestly, I really do. I really love it. So we are going to enter the house. Here's my little entrance I told you about that I'm in love with. So let's go in. Ooh. And here we are. Our little entranceway. Okay, so I did end up putting pet stuff in here. Okay. And our little dining room area here. Nice. And then if we go to the... Is there a mailbox in here? Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. Well, you'll have a little treat when you go on the gallery. I might need to re-upload this again. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to be there. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Okay, we're gonna pretend like we didn't see that. Here's our beautiful sitting room. Very nice. Oh my lord. All right, so here we go. In here, there's our bird things, our bathroom. Okay, so I did put a litter box. Okay, so you've got room to have a cat. You can have a cat in this house. I did make it possible. Did I give them food? I don't know. Where is the... Oh no. Okay, so something has happened here. Something accidental, totally on purpose, guys. Totally on purpose, like for sure. Just imagine there's a desk there and a computer. What happened to this house? Okay, everything else looks normal. I should have checked this before, but it's fine. Here's the kitchen. All right, and the bedroom, you've seen it. Bathroom, nice, nice. Here's our little sunroom area. Very good, very good. Where did it go? Okay, you know what? We will fix this really quick. Here we go. This is what this area ended up looking like. I don't think you saw this, but I added 2 lamps here in this really big picture. I think it just kind of like ties this space together since there's not really anything to do with that spot right there. And yeah, oh, I added the rose rug. I got rid of the carpet in here. So this is just like kind of a fun communal space where people like hang out. The kids' room, which you saw. And then grandma and grandpa's room, which you saw. Bathroom. Okay, and here's one of the mystery rooms. Ooh la la. Whose room is this? This is grandma's office. This is grandma's office. It's pretty cool. She has like a nice space here. She's got treats for her cat. So cute. I used that typewriter thingy again because like I thought that was so heckin' cute. So I used that. We've got some cool like dog paintings. Really classic. She's a classy lady, classy art. And she's also got her own like little sitting chair and books and things here. So she enjoys that. And then this room is like the junk room. And I thought like this would be the place where like the grandparents would keep like their presents and stuff. So I thought that was really cute. I really did. And like I've got a bunch of boxes here. So they've got like all their decorations like ready for like Christmas and stuff. And I put some cobwebs up here just to like be like, ooh, it's kind of dusty and dirty in here, you know? Like this is just like the junk space. And the final room, the piece de resistance, is the parents' bedroom. So this is where they come and they sleep, and the toddlers are in this room. So they're very close to the kids. And I really like this room. I think it's really cute. I really like the flowers and the books and the nice like little standing mirror. I think it looks really classy. So yeah, that is the house. I'm super, super proud of it, honestly. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna save this and it's gonna be up on the gallery, and it's called Grandma's Cozy Cottage. And okay, I used a lot more than cottage living. Yeah, so I used a lot of packs for this. I'm gonna do some future ones some in the future where I don't use as many packs. I think I just got a little carried away with this one, but you can still use this pack, this one, because I mostly at the beginning use cottage living, so there might be some things like maybe kitchen appliances and stuff that you don't see, but it is up on the gallery, so you can have it if you would like it. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Seriously, you guys are the best, and I'm so excited to make more videos for you guys. If you liked it, press a like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things in the comments. Let's see, let's have a code word. If you've stayed till the end of the video, mailbox. That'll be our code, mailbox. And you know what I mean. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!